Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been 2 weeks since you guys saw or heard from me. You know, someone actually commented on one of my posts, the last post, and said, "We want more," or something like that. And that put me in deep thoughts. I was like, who knew that what I was doing, somebody was actually out there and was interested in following up or watching my content. I mean, I know I put content out with hopes that people would engage, people would like it, people would always want to watch and continue with me. But knowing that someone actually commented saying that just gave me some sort of assurance, some sort of excitement, knowing that I actually have a viewer I have that one viewer that is interested, really interested, not because I sent them a link or not because and not because I promoted my video. They just, I don't even know, funny enough, I don't even know where this person came from, but I think it's from my TikTok, but I can't say because this person is definitely not from my contact. But he watched my video, he liked my video, he even turned on his post notification bell, all on his own terms. I didn't have to tell him to do that. And I felt some sort of I just felt good. It felt good knowing that someone out there digs my content. So that's why I am here today. And I will be doing a DIY. So I got some things for my room. I'm trying to oomph my room. My room is it's not giving what it's supposed to give. Well, the room is cool, it's fine, it's nice, but I feel like I need to add some things to the room to make the room look more homely, more beautiful. I want to be able to walk into my room and smell like I did this morning when I came back from work. So I got myself this this fragrance, this air freshener, this room freshener. Actually, my friend recommended it for me because there was one I would have bought, and she told me not to get that one. The one I would have gotten, the fragrance doesn't last too long, so I should get this other one that the fragrance would last longer. And then I was out at work for 12 hours, and then I came back home. In fact, I was out at work for 12 hours, but I didn't get home until an hour or 2 hours after work. Okay, an hour and some minutes after I closed from work. So when I got home and I just opened my door, the welcoming fragrance into my room was refreshing, I don't know, it just felt so loving, so welcoming. And I'm like, this is how I want to be feeling in my room every day when I walk into my room. And this is why I made the conscious effort to get those things that I want to add to my room, to give my room some light, to give my room some beauty. So yeah, I'm gonna put you guys through the process of me setting up my room and making it look more beautiful than it is already. And yeah, so watch me become an engineer or Chizzy the builder, Bob the builder. All right, I will see you guys in my DIY. Let's go. So to build this picture frame, I would be making use of about 6 sticks that I got from Temu. Actually, I've got 3 packs of this because I have 3 pictures I would like to build a picture frame for. So yeah, this is me just trying to figure out how I'm supposed to put it together. Apparently, there are 2 short sticks or 4 short sticks and 2 long sticks. You know, initially I did not know that I needed to join the 2 short sticks together until I saw a review where I bought it from, and then I knew, oh, okay, it's time to do this. And then yeah, I was even trying to figure out what that iron or the metal thing was for. and then I found out that it's to actually join the two short sticks together, which, as you can see, I am showing you. So I would put the metal, like a joiner, I'll put it together and then use my screwdriver, because apparently the pack came with nails. So I would use the nails and the screwdriver to screw it onto the short sticks to make the short sticks appear longer, as you can see in the video. So when screwing it, you have to look for the perfect screwdriver mount that would fit into the nails that was designed for this. And then you have to ensure that you position the nail well, just so that the joiner stays flat on the stick on the frames. And then when you do it, you keep checking to be sure that it's firm. And then sometimes it could be wobbly because you've not screwed it on well, so you could actually loosen and then retighten. Just make sure that it's really tight, so that your the edge of the frame is very strong and very fastened. So I was checking at this point from time to time just to be sure that it's very okay. As you can see now, I even had to bring it all the way up from the floor just to make sure it's very tight, because you need it very tight. You wouldn't want a wobbly picture frame at the end of the day. And this is like the spine of the work. This is the spine of the, just like you have a spine of a book. This is like the spine of the picture frame. If this part goes wrong, your picture frame wouldn't come out nice. And now this is me joining the other parts of the frame. So there's the two heights and then the width. So I have done the two heights, and now it's to attach the width. As you can see, it's pretty simple, not too difficult. I mean, you can do it yourself as long as you have your screwdrivers and as long as you have like a creative mind. So yeah, this is me heating it together just to be sure that it stays in place. So remember I said the sticks came with 6 pieces, 4 for the height and then 2 for the width. So this is what it looks like after joining the two short heights together, or the 4 short heights together on the left and on the right, and then the width at the top and at the bottom. This is what you should get if you've successfully gotten to this stage. If you follow through the steps, you should get this. You should arrive at this. If you see that your stick is not very firm, just check it up and then redo all that needs to be done. At this point, you can actually take it out and put it back in if you're sure you've made like a mistake somewhere, especially in the joining of the two short sticks. So now, at this point, if you notice, there are like 4 corners of this. And yeah, some people could just leave it at this stage and just insert the picture. But for more, to make it more safer, more tighter, there's some things that came in the pack that you can use to seal. It's more like a sealer or a joiner, or to seal the joining that you did at the 4 edges. So that's what I'm placing on the frame right now. So when you place it at the 4 corners of the frame, then you take the screw that came with the pack and then screw it onto the frame. And then that way your frame is in place, it's not moving anywhere. So this is what I'm doing right now. I just realized that my camera wasn't recording when I placed the picture on the frame. So apparently I placed it behind the frame. There are cases where you place it on top of the frame, but for what I'm going for, I placed it behind, where I used the pins that came with the pack to fasten it at the back, as you can see. And then this is what it would look like when you're done putting the pins at the back. If you see that some parts are still not very flat, you could take more pins if you still have any left over, and then pin all the points that you feel needs to be pinned some more. So for the second picture frame, it's pretty much the same thing as done in the beginning. So I'm just going to fasten this process. If you need to know how it was done, just go back some minutes away and then see how it was done. So I'm just gonna speed up this process and then you see what it looks like when I have put the second picture. Okay. So if you've actually come this far and you've forgotten how to join the frames together, don't worry, I got you. No need to go back. I mean, this is a repeat of what was done at the initial stages. So if you follow the simple steps, trust me, you're going to get your picture frame assembled by yourself and at home. It's a DIY for a reason. Do it yourself. And I'm helping you to tell you and show you how to do this yourself. Oh, remember I apologized for not having a video where I placed the picture frame on the frame. Well, guess what? I actually have a video doing that for the second picture frame. So yeah, this is how you place it behind the frame. It's very obvious to know the front and the back of the frame. So I am adding this picture to the back of the frame. But I took it back out because I just want to be sure that it's really tight. And then remember the joiner I talked about at the beginning at the corners of the frame. So you have to put the joiner. You can actually do without it, but for the purpose of this, I'm just going to use the joiner just to keep the corners and the edges fastened. And then when I'm done with that, I will put the picture. So this is me showing you how I pin the picture on the frame. Thankfully, the frame woods are not strong, so it's actually very easy to pin yourself. You might not necessarily need a hammer, but if you must, you can get one, but not a heavy hammer because you don't need anything heavy, so you don't ruin the picture, you don't ruin the pins, and you don't ruin the frame. I mean, you don't have another one because the other ones you have are obviously for your other pictures. So you have to strategically position your pins, as you can see how I am doing. So I am done with the second picture frame, and now this is me assembling the sticks that came for the third picture frame, and it's pretty much the same thing as I've been doing in the first two ones. So I would obviously speed up this part, but if you need to remember what I have done so far, then feel free to just watch. Okay. So this is me positioning the final picture on the frame. Wow, it's been a long video. So yeah, as you can see, I am putting the pins strategically like I advised. You see how beautiful it looks, how the positioning. It's funny how I didn't use like a ruler to do this, but it looks aligned. Well, not perfect, but yeah. So if you're a perfectionist, please feel free to use a ruler to do this. Feel free to use a measurement tape. But I did not use one and it still came out nice and beautiful. So yeah, this is just me doing it and ensuring that it is well fastened. Whew, I have finally come to the end of this DIY. If you stayed with me up until this very moment, thank you so much. You can see how beautiful the picture frames look. So please feel free to subscribe, comment. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like for me. Share this video to your friends and families who would also want to know how to put a picture frame together. Thank you so much for watching once again. Bye.